Hello out there, Mama Trip here with another bum bag video. So this is my first bum bag versus something, and today it's going to be versus my Speedy B25. I have the Damier Ebene version, and I also have the denim version or the jacquard fabric version. So I have two Speedies in the 25 size bandoulière, and basically I'm doing these videos. If you haven't watched my bum bag review, I'll link it down below. I'm doing these videos because I'm having a crisis of faith about the bum bag. So I'm working through my love for my bum bag, whether it's a true love or whether it's a manufactured love from the hype of the bum bag. And I'm just trying to justify to myself why I have this bag in my collection. I do think that I love it. I do think I enjoy wearing it and using it. I do use it, but again, in my previous video, I did say that when it came time to maybe me wanting another bag in my collection, this was the basically first and only bag that jumped into my mind of what to sell in order to get that bag. And that was very surprising to me because I do use it and I do enjoy it. And so I think the way to process through this will be to, I did a review of it to try to, reintroduce it to myself to see whether, the things I like about it are justified, and then to kind of compare it to other bags in my collection that I think fit a similar need to see if it is unique enough or I like it enough to ultimately keep it in the long term. So that's what's going on. Today is bum bag versus Speedy. And the first thing is that I always kind of jump to, and I know that some people are a little bit uncomfortable talking about the money aspect of this, but luxury goods cost a lot of money, and a huge factor in which ones we have in our collection are how much they cost, right? So the first thing is cost. The bum bag you can no longer purchase on the Louis Vuitton website because it has been discontinued. This version is available, or at least it was at the time of this filming, on that 24S website. So it looks like it's the website that LVMH uses to dump any extra stock of things that they have so they can sell it directly from themselves instead of kind of people buying things and reselling them at a higher markup. So they're kind of cutting out middleman in that sense. But this is 47 on that website, so $1,647. And on things like Fashion File, this bag in the original monogram, so not this LOL collaboration, League of Legends collaboration version, so just the regular monogram, in the excellent condition category, this is going for now above $4,000. I believe when it was discontinued, it was just over $2,000 retail. So now it's over $2,000 above what it retailed for on the resale market. The LOL version looks like it was last selling for about $2,700. So that's already almost $1,000 more than when I originally purchased this off of Fashion File. So the bum bag is soaring in popularity even now, reflected in the prices on the resale market, because they're harder and harder to get, especially in good condition. And so the price on the websites like Fashion File reflect how much people want them and what they're willing to pay for them. So this is very expensive now. This guy, on the other hand, he is $1,490 on the Louis Vuitton website, and as of this video, it is add to cart to all three versions. So Damier Ebene, which this is the Damier Zor, which is the white checkered print, and the original monogram. They were all add to cart, and so much more reasonable price. Even when they were both on the LV website before this was discontinued, this was still the winner in terms of cost. So that's where they stand. In terms of kind of practicality, versatility, I would say this is a more practical bag, especially in the Damier Ebene print because of the leather. So in my review video, I did say that I did get caught in a sprinkle, so I do now have watermarks on my vachetta leather, and leather will patina over time. So the look of the bag will change, whereas this guy is going to remain sturdy throughout, and it has throughout the years. So I've had this for 4 months, and I've had this for 5 years now, maybe 6 years. And I mean, the leather is holding up great. It's not even wrinkled, right? It's barely anything. So, you know, and this is the leather on the side, right? We're doing great. So this is, in terms of practicality, I think this is going to be the better bag, especially because the strap is detachable, and so even though it's the bandoulier version, you can carry it as the top handle like the original Speedy. So there's that version, and then you can do crossbody and you can shoulder bag it. This one is really, I mean, you can wear it as an actual bum bag slash fanny pack. It is quite large, it is very wide, so I don't know who that looks excellent on. I know that the Kardashians have been seen wearing this as an actual waist pack bum bag. And I mean, my proportions are definitely not Kardashian, so I don't have the microscopic waist with the very, very wide hips and generous buttock area to counterbalance the size of the bum bag. So I don't know if I will ever wear it that way. I wear it as a kind of like on the chest strap, right? And then kind of as a shoulder bag, purse, and then I can flip it over so that it's on my back. So this is facing on my back. So I wear it basically as a crossbody but tight on the chest. So in that way, I think this one wins out a little bit more. So it's cheaper in general, easier to get, maybe a little bit more durable because of the leather, easier to carry. I did mention though that when you're running around trying to chase your little one, having this closer to your body, whereas this one hanging crossbody down by your kind of waist area or hips, this gets a little cumbersome because it'll swing or it'll kind of get in your way as you're being a little bit more active, whereas this one is easier to be a little bit more active with, or to kind of pick up your kid or bend down. So in terms of more mommy-esque bag, I'm going, a caveat to that is I'm going to treat this leather. So if I can get this leather to be a little bit more durable, I think that ease of carry, I think this one might actually win in terms of being more of a mom or active person friendly bag. The style of it, I think bum bags are going to come and go. I think that it's safe to keep as a staple in your wardrobe, in your like fashion repertoire. I think that it's reasonable, even if you completely fall out of love with this, to keep it, because I think that this will cycle through. So if you're very susceptible, kind of like I am, to what is in now, I mean, this is a very reasonable bag to never ever sell because they're going to keep coming through. And I think for your own personal style and needs, I think it's also reasonable to keep, even though you fall out of love with it, because I think that the usefulness of this bag will come back to you. So you'll probably come back to it eventually. This is a classic, right? So this isn't going anywhere. I think this has been around for decades. This is just, it will age with you, right? So when I first saw this bag, I thought it really looked like a grandma bag. It kind of reminds me of, you know, the kind of grandma travel-y totes that you see from like the 20s or whatever, women carpet bags or whatever they were called. But, you know, the size really does matter. It has many different sizes. You know, you can go to almost a keep-all size in the, 40, which I think you can only order off the website. The 35 is fairly large. It's almost luggage. The 30, I have one of those, to the 25, to the 20, to the nano Speedy. There's just a Speedy for all kind of ages and stages and needs now. So this is just a classic. So in terms of style, longevity, I think this is the winner by far, but I do think that this will keep cycling back. In terms of accessibility, we kind of talked about that already. Super, super easy to get right now. They used to be much harder to get. Anything canvas used to be much harder to get. But LV, you know, they did the smart thing economically, right? So they made their canvas items so desirable, so sought after. They limited the supply like crazy. They built up this fan base. They built up this craze to get your hands on LV classic canvas pieces. And then they jacked up the price to like twice what it was just a few years ago. And then they released a ton of them and made them very available. So they built up this like pent up need to have LV and then released a bunch at double the price basically. And then people are buying them. So they did what was best for them, not what is best for us. And, you know, this is now not so hard to get, both in boutique and on the website. Resale, I mean, twice what it was before it discontinued. You could probably get way more than what you purchased it for, except for maybe this coloration, because the 24S website has it currently on their website. So once it goes away from the 24S website and it's been a little bit, sure, this might rebound in terms of its resale value, but this specific League of Legends collaboration right now, resale value, I think it's not that great. But the OG Bumbag and definitely the World Tour Bumbag, there's a huge demand for them and the markup is insane. This one, since you can get it super easily, you are not going to recoup your money for this bag. And then in terms of what fits, so that could be interesting. Let's start off with bigger, bulkier items. So let's go with the mini pochette, my cosmetic case, and my toiletry 19. So obviously they're all gonna fit into the 25. So I know that the mini pochette easily fits into the bum bag, but I have never actually tried to put my cosmetic pouch in here. So maybe if I put it this way. Okay, so yeah, so that easily fits too. And I think it's better to put it in kind of downward just because of the dome shape here, and then the kind of similar to the dome shape of the point of the bum bag. So if I, you know, slip it in this way, then it fits right in that kind of pocket there. So if you really wanted to carry this around with you, you could. I think that the shape of the toiletry 19 is not going to, yeah, so that doesn't fit. So it's too tall this way to fit. You can see that. So it's too tall this way to fit. So the toiletry 19 is out, but if you want to see this one, so why don't they extend the zipper? I just don't know. But this one easily, right, if you turn it sideways, there's tons and tons of space here. So this will easily fit more. So in terms of what they're going to fit, this is definitely going to fit more. Like it just hands down the volume, right? So the volume is just different. The dimensions are just different. So no matter what we do for what fits, this is going to win. But in terms of what you can fit, these two will both fit easily in each bag. This one will only fit in the Speedy. In terms of the pochette kirigami, this is my sunrise pastel. So I think this will this fit? So okay, this does not fit. This does not fit in the Speedy 25. Of course, it won't fit in the bum bag. The middle pochette fits very easily in the bum bag, and then of course it would fit in there. So in terms of pochette kirigami, the large pouch won't fit in either one of these bags. So I mean, that's something that doesn't fit in the Speedy. And full-size wallet, I did show in my review that of course full-size wallet is going to fit well in here. Full-size wallet does fit well in the bum bag as well. And then I did show that the water bottle, right, this is a larger than usual water bottle, so it's taller than the like Costco Kirkland brand, and so fits easily in here. Of course fits easily in here. And I think of, I don't know if you want to see. So a wallet on chain will also easily fit in here. The thing about these bigger items is that it's wider inside than it is on the top because of the opening. Come on, LV, give us the extended zipper, but also don't make it $1,000 more expensive. So you are gonna have to bring it in kind of by the side. Whereas this guy, I don't think. Oh no, he fits. Yeah, you know that if it fits, it sits. Look at that. He fits, he sits. So if you wanted to somehow, I don't know why, but carry your wallet on chain in your bum bag, you could. You totally could. All right, guys. In terms of this one versus this one, I just use them. I think I use them differently. I think I've convinced myself that they're different enough where it's okay to have both in your collection. I don't know, let me know what you think down below. If you own both, do you feel like you use one more than the other? Or do you feel like they're redundant? Or have I convinced you that they're different enough in terms of how you can use them that it's okay to have both? Yeah, let me know. Because like I said, having this closer to the chest is very useful to me in my life right now. Whereas having the durability of this guy and the amount that he can carry is very useful to me. So I take this to the park all the time. I'm too afraid of the water markings to take this one, but I think it'd be nice to sometimes be able to take this on an outdoor adventure, and which I'm gonna video when I do this. If I can, I'm gonna be brave enough. I'm gonna do it. So I'll put that video up one day when I put it up. So the next video is probably going to be Bumbag versus Pochette Matisse. We'll see. We'll see when we compare those guys, and then eventually we'll do Speedy versus Pochette Matisse as well, as you guys help me do therapy through my bag collection. Thank you to everyone who's made it this far. I hope you enjoyed the video. Do all those YouTube things, like, subscribe, share, and it's been great, and I'll catch you in the next one.